now is a Wildcat. Right there with number 15, Callion. Buffs will eventually get that. That's Sullivan. He turns it over to number 20 for the Wildcats. That's Rowe. Brings up on the near side. Shot, but wide as it got tipped by Callion. Played along by the Buffs on the far side. That was Brendan Hansen, who we have not seen a ton of this year. Getting some minutes now as that's Kinsella. Passes it to Jacoby, excuse me. That is not Jacoby. That is actually Callion. As it's a turnover here. A shot on net. Excuse me, that went just wide though. As that's turned over, and that will be a penalty on the Wildcats as the Buffs will get
looks like a tripping call.
And I think it was the right call there. And the Buffs will have an early opportunity to add on to this lead.
James, I think that was a tripping call on Bennett Fury.
So the Buffs will have a 5-on-4 advantage here for 2 minutes. Jablin takes this face-off along with Westland for Arizona. And Jablin will have to switch out with his teammate Luke Carter.
Let's try that one again, huh?
Yeah, that's right. So Luke Carter gets it back, passes to Kinsella at the point. Down on the near side board to Jablin. Jablin bringing it around, a shot. And that was tipped up as Kinsella's fighting for it with his own teammate. That was Doyle, as Doyle tries to put it on net or at least pass it towards the net. And now Doyle gets it back again as Robinson was fighting for it in. Misplayed puck there by Callion as he will have to bring it back behind the net now. Westland on the forecheck along with his teammate Meyer. This time Kinsella bringing it up, passed it on near side board across mid-ice to Jablin. Jablin tried to make a move, but to no avail as Arizona will clear this with a minute 10 left here in the power play.
Missed opportunity there, James. He kicked it off his skate and he lost it past the blue line, so now the Buffs are going to have to regroup.
And this is their second time they're trying to regroup as Kinsella turns it over. Coming out of the Wildcat to shot. And he tried to put that through the 5-hole, but it was saved by Cerullo, excuse me. And the Buffs there on that misplayed puck in the offensive zone by Callion. It took the Buffs a couple times to try to get it back to the offensive zone as this shot just goes wide. Then was a turnover by Kinsella as the Wildcats could have had a shorthanded goal there. This is Hull, the assistant captain, now with the puck up to Adams across mid-ice on the near board into the offensive zone, looking for a teammate, trying to center it. Now behind the boards, Adams is still fighting for it, gets it to his teammate, and Hull loses it again. The same kind of play we saw with Callion as he makes a defender trip and brings it back into the zone. Hull coming in on net, tries to get that on goal. I think it was sticked away by their goalie, Anthony Churro.
Great way to make up for the missed opportunity. Lost it again on the blue line, then attacked the zone, protected the puck, and almost
up top,
scored.
he shoots, and it's swallowed up by Churro. And that was a good opportunity, Connor.
Yeah, it was great work by Hull, the assistant captain.
8 second. All right, so sorry we couldn't bring you guys the game for the first few minutes. We are live now. I'm James Margulis alongside my partner Connor Bonfolio.
Good to be here.
As he's joining us for his first game of the season as that power play for the Buffs expires. And now Arizona will have an offensive zone. And that's tipped away. That was off of Trunco. It's played by Jacoby, and nice little move from Sullivan to McAuliffe. So they will turn over the neutral zone again. Wildcats are bringing this up, try to get a shot on goal, but that's tipped away by Robinson's leg. So go wide right, McAuliffe now behind the net, along with a Wildcat. That was Larson. Larson with the puck, tried to center it. Would have had a great opportunity if he was able to. As McAuliffe passed it on the far side. Buffalo's shot off the leg pad of Churro. Another shot by Robinson off the post. Another opportunity they have here. This is Sullivan. He shoots off the chest pad of Churro once again. and the post was Churro's best friend there, as the Buffs were not able to find the back of the net. Like we were saying earlier, though, if you did, since we were not able to bring you the first part of the game, the Buffs now have an opportunity here as that goes wide. The Buffs took an early goal, or an early lead, off of a second chance goal. Churro will cover this puck up with 13:18 left here in the period. And so far, for the viewers that we weren't able to get to the game to for the first couple minutes, what have you seen from either Arizona or the Buffaloes that has led to this 1-0 score so far?
Well, James, we've seen a lot of high pressure from both teams. I think the forecheck's been really aggressive. Buffalo's have been a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, they're up 1-0. We just saw Cepeda with a shot that went wide, but the first goal came from a missed dive from Decker and then a redirect. We weren't really sure who scored, but
blocked by, I believe that was his own teammate there. Now this is number 29 for the Buffs. That was Brendan Hansen, who tried to bring it around as Arizona turned the puck over in neutral ice. That was Nathaniel Cepeda tripped up on the far side there. Callion now fighting for the puck, tries to pass it to Kinsella. Kinsella will lay a hard hit on a Wildcat. That was Charlie James on the receiving end of that hit, as the Buffs have an opportunity, Wildcats had an opportunity there. Kinsella able to pass it up to his teammate, though. That was number 28, Kyle Cadeau. Looks like the Buffs will have another opportunity to score, as that's a 2-minute minor. Do you know what that was for?
I think one of the players got tripped near the point, or I'm sorry, near the slot. I'm not really sure who exactly.
Shot attempted by Kinsella, but it's blocked away by a Wildcat. That was Max Meyer, who then cleared it, as the Buffs will have to retreat, and Kinsella will take over with the puck behind his net. He passes it to Callan. Callan on the far side to Jablin. Jablin bringing it in, looking to center it. Up top, that's Callion. Callion down to Jablin. He tries to pass it to Kinsella. We'll try and keep it in the zone now, as that just squirts past the outstretched stick of Callion.
James, it's the third time we've seen the puck go past the blue line, and the Buffs are going to have to regroup once more on the power play.
Minute 15 left here on this power play, as Jablin brings it up, looking to center it, and he almost does, as he still has it on the far side. Passes up top, Callion to Kinsella. Kinsella back to Callion. Callion tried to shoot it, but that was blocked away by a defender. Callion now down low. I believe that's Doyle. Doyle back to Callion. Callion skates past Doyle, and behind the net, fighting for it was a Arizona Wildcat. You can credit Devin Lingalar on that steal, as Cerullo will play this behind the net. Originally, there wasn't a Buffs defender there, as they were making a line change, but Ben Hull was eventually able to get that puck, and another fortunate play there for the Buffs, as that could have been a turnover, as the shot just goes high and into the netting behind the glass.
James, did you see the acrobatic feat of the referee in the attacking zone for the Buffs? Got out of Doyle's way and did a little high jump there.
I actually did not see that there.
Very impressive refereeing right there.
These refs have to be in shape and athletic, as well as the players, because there's 21 seconds left on this power play. 10:50 left in the period. Buffs have a 1-0 lead off an early goal. It's Gregory who tries to play it to Patava behind the net. Will be stolen by a Wildcat, but the Buffs are able to keep it in the offensive zone. That's Adams. Adams shoots it, and a glove save made there from Churro.
Great dive by Trey Decker of the Wildcats to get in front of the shot, and a glove save by the keeper.
3 seconds left on this power play. The Buffs will have little time left of 5-on-4 hockey as Gregory has it. A good little move. He shoots and it's off the post again. Second time that's happened for the Buffs. Only not even 10 minutes into this game as the Wildcats now have an opportunity, but it's stolen away by Potava behind his net now. Fighting for the puck with Westland. Another Wildcat player comes in there as Adams eventually able to get it. Tries to pass it, but off the skate of Mitchell, and the Buffs have looked sloppy so far this period.
James, since the goal, they've been a little sloppy. I agree with you.
They've gotten some fortunate opportunities here. So there's a couple times where the Wildcats have had great chances to score. And although they have looked sloppy so far, as that was a nice forecheck, the Wildcats are able to bring it across center ice and wrap the puck around behind the net. Now up top, a shot, and it's rebounded, and a great save by Cerullo. The puck is still in play. It's tipped away by, I believe that's Trunco. That was number 20 for the Wildcats. Tried to play it to a player behind the net, but no one was there. That's again the Wildcats. A shot off the leg of Robinson, but oh my goodness, what a great save by Cerullo there. Sullivan has opportunity, centers in Robinson! And a great save made by Churro. A great glove save there as Robinson had no one to beat but the goaltender.
James, two of the best saves we've seen tonight from both goalkeepers. Absolutely unbelievable acrobatic plays by both keepers. Probably should have been 2-1, instead it remains 1-0.
Wow, and a crazy sequence of events there. But Churro and Cerullo are able to keep this game where it is at 1-0, just over halfway through this first period of play. Jacoby. Actually, that was not Jacoby, that was Callion. Cancelo winds up, shoots it, and a rebound here as the Buffs had an opportunity. It's played behind the net. That is, I believe that's number 29 for the Buffs, Brendan Hansen, who, like we previously stated, hasn't seen a lot of playing time. Cancelo tries to center this, or at least put it on net as Hansen turns it over to the stick of a Wildcat defender as they bring it up. But unfortunately, Ben Fury lost it as he still fights for it behind the net. Hansen, oh, and that goes off the outer part of the post there as it was deflected. Originally didn't look like a hard shot as Hansen gets it into the neutral zone. Then Cancelo will bring this up back from his defensive territory. Tried to beat a couple defenders. But it was 5-on-1 there. Cancelo is outnumbered.
Tried to deke the whole team there, James.
He will come out along with a couple other Buffs players as Jablin on a great forecheck here. And that was played from Doyle behind the net to Carter. That's Holt there for the Wildcats. Up top, that's Hull looking for a lane. He centers it, but it's blocked away by Holt. And Hull's able to keep that in the zone again. Get a shot on net as it's deflected. As it's redirected, I should say. Carter fighting for that. Hull keeps it in the zone once again. Adams shoots on net, but blockered away by the leg pads. And we'll get a stoppage in play here. And
not sure what happened there, James. Looks like we might get a face-off.
There'll be Matt Adams going to the bench. May have been tripping. And the Wildcats will now have the 5-on-4 advantage. First time we've seen this today for the Wildcats. Buffs had an opportunity earlier and were not able to capitalize. That's a 2-minute Miners. Wildcats have the puck in the offensive zone. Up top, near side, down low. Back up top, still on the near side board. Back up top, looking for a lane to shoot or pass it. Pass down low to the far side. Tries to center it, and Cerullo's out of place, and that's scored out in front of the net. But luckily for the Buffs, there was not a Wildcat there, and if there was, the net was wide open. As it squirts out, they will call that offside there. as the puck came back out before the Wildcats were able to keep it in the offensive zone.
Yeah, on that one, Marshall attempted to play it back into the middle, but it just crossed the blue line and caused offsides. You got to watch out for Marshall. He's their best player by far. 14 points this season.
This is Wade taking the face-off for the Wildcats. That's Newhouse for the Buffs. Kinsella clears that with 1:15 left on the power play. 6:35 left in the period. Buffs with a 1-0 lead. As then we'll bring this up past center ice, trying to get it into the offensive zone. It's played on net, and Cirillo will just cover this up. As there were a couple players skating in on him. That was Kyle Wade along with his teammate Ben Jones. Be Wade on the faceoff again along with Newhouse. Manny Rowe comes back into the game. Saw a lot of him just a couple minutes ago, as that's now James that will have to take the face off. That's Rowe, passes it far side point, wraps it around, tries to get it to his teammate behind the net. That's James. James gets it back as his teammate lost it, trying to center it. Far side, near side, that's Rowe who tries to get it to his teammate, Langler. A bad pass, but that's out from the net. Wildcat players couldn't locate the puck, and if they could have, they would have had a great opportunity to score. That's Rowe up top. He passes it to his teammate, but just high. As he's not able to get it, wrapping around the net now. And that will be an errant pass as the Buffs will make line changes. And the Wildcats had something going there, as that's Patava that steals the puck in the neutral zone, and with only 15 seconds left on this power play, the Wildcats won't have much time left in this 5-on-4 advantage. Patava playing the puck behind the net along with Kyle Wade. Robinson now trying to get it out of the zone. He doesn't, but that's Mitchell who's able to get control of the puck as the power play is now over. That's Hull on the far side, passes it to the middle of the ice. That's Gregory, brings it to the offensive zone. Gregory passes it to Mitchell, but he's not able to get it as it was not a hard enough pass. That was Marshall who intercepted it. Hull dumps it in. Mitchell gets this puck on the near side boards, passes behind the net to Gregory. Gregory, that's Patava, I believe, tries to center. He does. Mitchell shot, rebound. Wildcats will get that, and that's one thing from Churro we've seen a lot today. He has allowed a lot of rebounds as the Wildcats have an opportunity here behind the net now. That's Cusinelli, but he lost the puck as Wildcat tried to keep that in the offensive zone to no avail. Number 21, Patava bringing this in, trying to get a shot on goal off the glove. He's not able to. McAuliffe's shot just goes high. That's Gregory behind the net now, fighting for the puck with the Wildcat. He does lose it, and that's Marshall who's bringing it up, passes along the near side boards. That's now number 22, Dickinson with the goal, and he scores! Dickinson with a great shot and a great goal as it was just past the outstretched body of Cirillo.
James, I was just about to say, Buffs did an incredible job on the penalty kill, but then just as they went even, they got scored on. So real disappointing turn of events for them.
And a couple of good passes on the far side boards in the neutral zone was able to set up that goal. The score is now knotted up at 1 with 4 minutes left in this first period. Sullivan with the puck, trying to bring in the zone. Ends up being on net as Churro will play that. Will get it to his teammate Armstrong, who will try to get it out of the defensive zone. Isn't able to. Sullivan now has it up top. Passes behind the net, trying to get to Trunco. Call now with it, fighting for it was Trunco, but he loses it to a Wildcat. That was Christopher Westland that got it. And now Wildcats have another opportunity as the puck was wrapped around the net behind Cirillo, but a great opportunity by Josh Larson again. A couple of misplayed pucks on defense, a couple of misplayed passes as Cirillo will cover this up, has led to the last couple of scoring chances for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Larson had a great opportunity one-on-one and just missed wide and then got absolutely popped on the backboard behind the Colorado net.
3:20 left here in the first period. Meyer wins that face-off, tries to shoot it on goal, and he does. Cerrillo is able to find it, though, and it bounces off his leg pad. That's Rowe up top, far side, shot deflected off of a teammate. That was number 22, Jack Dickinson, who just scored, but a bad turnover in the neutral zone for the Buffaloes. Nathaniel Sepidov's whole place is now behind the net. Far side, Sepeda tries to get out, isn't able to. But we'll get the puck back. Sepeda on the far side. Passes to his teammate, but it's knocked down by the stick of number 22 for the Wildcats. That was Jack Dickinson, who we've seen a lot of these past couple minutes. Now on the far boards in the Buffalo's offensive zone, trying to make something happen, and an errant pass. Isn't able to find Robinson. That pass came from Kyle Cadeau. I believe that's Callie on the far side. That's actually Jacoby. He passes it to his teammate. It's Kyle Cadeau on the receiving end again, and he will dump it. Kyle Cadeau now with the puck. Jacoby back to his teammate. That's Cadeau. Tries to make a move. But Jacoby will eventually end up with the puck again. And that's another turnover for the Buffs in the neutral zone. And the Wildcats with an opportunity, but covered up by Cerrillo. And a good forecheck there by Bailey Marshall. He wasn't able. Go ahead.
Sorry, Marshall's been all over the place. And as I alluded to earlier, he's their best player. Him and Dungy had a little 1-2 there that could have been real dangerous, but thankfully no goal came of it.
Wildcats win this face-off, attempt for a quick shot on goal. Players aren't able to locate it. It's deflected off a couple of players. Callie now plays it along the far side. Tries to get it to his teammate. Kinsella isn't able to do so, as Doyle will finally take this across mid-ice. This is Jablin. Jablin with an opportunity, puts it on net. It'll be off the glove as Callion has it up top, looking for a lane to shoot. Isn't able to pass it to Kinsella. Kinsella with a shot, but will be deflected away by Churro, as the Wildcats will now have an opportunity, but it's turned over, then regained possession by number 15 for them. That's Anthony Cusinelli. Cusinelli, maybe. It's played behind the boards by Callion now. Along with Justin Dungy, 1 minute left here in the first period. All tied up a 1 turnover, shot, scored! Justin Dungy received the pass from his teammate, and with no defender there, was just able to put it in the back of the net. And another costly turnover there for the Buffaloes hurts them, as the Wildcats are able to add on to this lead and make it 2-1 here with under a minute left in the first period.
Yeah, James, real sloppy turnover in their own zone. I think that was Langelar who gave it to Dungy across the middle and was able to capitalize and put them up 2-1 just before the end of the first.
Mitch will now take this face-off for the Buffs as he wins it. Cole Adams tries to get out of his defensive zone. It's Patava with it back to Hole. Hole to Adams on the near side, cross mid-ice into the offensive zone. Adams trying to make something happen. Shot just wide of the goal, but still knocked away by the leg pads of Churro, as the Wildcats bring this into the offensive zone again. And they're able to keep the puck after what should have been a turnover out in front. It's behind the net now, as Hull was able to gain possession of the puck with now 12 seconds left in the period, but another dangerous opportunity for the Wildcats as Gregory's bringing this around behind the net. 6 seconds now. Tries to center, that was Patava. Mitchell fighting for it now with the Wildcats. There's 1 seconds now, and that'll be the end of the first period. The Arizona Wildcats are up 2-1 after the first period and after a late goal. I'm James Margulis alongside Connor Bonfilio. And stay tuned for the second period and the rest of the game.
say it all, but I do it again. When you take my hand, I realize I can be who I am. Cause I'll be alright, as long as I'm even with you. I can't wait the hard times, but you brought the good times. You made my life brighter, brighter. I found my way, you're only gonna love me. You're never gonna judge me. Now I'm climbing higher, higher. Every day, I keep your money up.
Welcome back into Buff Sports Live, Colorado, Arizona Wildcats hockey game. It's 2-1 after one period of play. The Buffaloes got on the board early within the first 3 minutes to take a 1-0 lead, but about midway through that period, the Wildcats were able to tie the game up and then add another goal on to their already 1-1 tie game. And they were able to make it 2-1 with under a minute left in the second period as Javelin tries to play this behind the boards, but it will squirt out of the offensive zone. As Arizona will play this up into the Buff zone off of Cerullo's leg pad. Just play it on the near side board. Fighting for a couple offensive players for the Wildcats to get it. Shot on goal. It goes off of Doyle's thigh, I believe. And so far, Connor, what have you seen from the Buffaloes or from the Wildcats that have gotten them to this point in the game?
Well, James, I think the Buffaloes started really hot. Both teams had a really good forecheck, and the Buffaloes were able to capitalize early. But since then, it's been all Arizona.
Carter loses that faceoff. Arizona has it at the point. Now behind the net. Wildcats still have it. Tries a centering pass, but it's intercepted by Callion, who tries to get it to Doyle, who attempts to clear it out of the defensive zone as Callion now has it back behind the net again. Passes it to Javelin. Javelin across mid-ice. Passes it to Carter on the far side. Carter attempts to shoot it. Goes off the end of his stick, though, and a not very hard shot. The Wildcats are able to get this out of their defensive zone. Comes back in. They will get it again. The Wildcats start this rush. It was Josh Larson who tipped it into the Buffs defensive zone. Hole now behind the net. It clears it. I believe that will be icing. And it's waved off here. Churro shaking his head in dismay. Puck will pop up. Tried to play by Gregory. But that's number 29, Joey Trapp. So that's Kyle Wade who attempts to bring it into the Buffaloes defensive end. We'll turn it over those. Now this is Gregory fighting for it. That's Hole. Tries to a centering pass to Gregory. Won't be able to do so as Kobe takes over the defensive zone. Hole passes it up. Attempted for Mitchell. Will go off the side of the Wildcats net, and that will be icing as we will see a face-off here in Buffalo's territory.
Good effort by the Buffaloes on their previous possession. Hole attempted to direct it into the middle to Mitchell, but Mitchell couldn't convert.
Mitchell will take the face-off here for the Buffaloes. It's Charlie James on the face-off for the Wildcats. Neither of them won as they're still trying to locate the puck. A shot on goal just goes wide there as the Wildcats will get it again. Near side, shot swallowed up by Cerullo with 17:47 left. Here in the second period, Arizona up 2-1.
Dangerous shot there by Oyek. Great save by the goalie, Cerullo.
Costly mistakes have hurt the Buffs up to this point. They're going to have to try and limit those for the rest of the games. This is McAuliffe. Face off along with James, who will have to trade out for Dawson Marshall, who comes in to take the face off, wins it. Wildcat up top, tries to pass it down low, wraps around the net. It's played on the far side by Fury. Fury now to his teammate, that's Charlie James. Fury fighting for it, gets tripped up. McAuliffe tries to get this out of the defensive zone. Adams will play it behind his net. Passes it up. Attempted for Sullivan, who let it go. Seeing if the puck would squirt out into the neutral zone finally. This has been a long defensive possession for the Buffs. long time on defense as Sullivan finally gets us into the neutral zone, brings it up, shot on goal, is blockered away. Sullivan tries to center it again. Trunco who tries to center it to Sullivan. Won't be there. Kinsella shot on net, just goes wide. It's tipped away. Adams, far side point, passes it down low, or at least tries to, but it's intercepted by a defender. The call-off again, playing down low to Sullivan. Sullivan behind the net. Upping around the near side, plays it to Kinsella. Kinsella tries to play it down low, but it's tipped away. Kinsella gets the puck back, passes it to his teammate. That was number 29 behind the net for the Buffs, Brendan Hansen. Wasn't able to get it as Kinsella will bring the puck back behind his net. Wildcats will make a line change here. 16:20 left here in the second period. Arizona up 2-1 on Colorado. It's finally gotten into neutral zone. That was Hansen that was tripped up. Callion tries to play for it as someone's glove comes onto the ice.
I think Kyle Cadell lost his glove there.
In front of Churro as that's played along the far side. Into the neutral zone, the puck comes. Tries to get into the neutral zone. No call made, so must have been able to keep it in the offensive zone for the Wildcats. It's Callion who passes it to Kinsella on the near side, and it's turned over in a centering pass. Just misses a stick of a Wildcat. Another centering pass as they're not able to get a shot on goal. Far side. Wildcats shot deflected away. That was Hansen on the deflection as the Buffs will finally gain possession. Kinsella will just clear that as that does tip the stick. Nathaniel Seppa does. Kinsella gets this back. 3-on-2 for the Buffaloes. Doyle shoots off the leg pad of Churro. Carter has it behind the net, fighting for the puck there. Was a Wildcat defender. Jablin near point. Down low Carter. Carter behind the net, wraps around. Shot on goal. Off of Churro's chest as Carter's down low fighting for the puck. Doyle's down there. That's Jablin. A couple of Wildcat defenders as well. Finally squirts, loses a puck. Robinson, far side, Jablin. Jablin back to Robinson, but it passed just behind him. Arizona has a chance there if they were able to make a couple of good passes. And that is a hard hit. It's number 15. That is Anthony Cusinelli is down for the Wildcats. He is slow to get up and will skate to his bench. He took a hard hit there. Carter gets it on net. Rebound, but covered up by Churro.
Anthony Cusinelli just got crunched like a tortilla chip on the far side. Oh my goodness. Slow to get off the ice. That looked painful, James.
It did. 5 minutes and 50 seconds have elapsed here in the second period. Arizona with a 2-1 lead over the Buffaloes here at the CU Rec Center in Boulder, Colorado. Ponteva will take this face off for the Buffs and went towards the net, but Churro knocks it away with his stick. Played along the far side now. The puck and squirts out into the neutral zone. Adams will get the puck for the Buffs. Pull, passes it up. That's Ponteva. Adams now bringing into the offensive zone. Adams with some defenders there, tries to wrap around behind the net. Ponteva will now pick up the puck. Carter, that's Gregory actually. Gregory, that's Mitchell on the far side off of Gregory's skate. Bringing it back around behind the net. Stopped by a defender. That was Rowe on defense there who hit Gregory. Adams will just put that in. The Wildcats defensive zone as it's turned over here by the Wildcats at neutral ice. Ponteva tries to make a little move. Almost succeeded on it, but wasn't able to get it past the second defender. The Wildcats have an opportunity here, but it's sticked away by Kinsella. A good defensive play, but another hard hit there. As another shot is attempted on goal, but knocked away by Hull. And another hard hit here by the Buffs. The intensity picking up here in the second period. As Sullivan goes down, kind of tripped over the leg of a defender. That's Campton Armstrong who he tripped over as Kinsella takes the puck behind the net. Passes up past mid-ice, that's tipped. And played back around behind the net. That was Trunco with the take. McAuliffe chasing. Trunco got the puck, but just passed it to a Wildcat. Keeps it in the zone. That's Robson. Robson tries to get to Sullivan down low. Isn't able to. And the Wildcats have an opportunity here. Shot on goal. Rebound. Goal! The Wildcats add on to their 2-1 lead to make it 3-1. A shot on net and a rebound allowed by Cerullo. And like Connor and I have said, Kyle Wade shows up as he was able to finish that one off.
That's right, James. They had a 2-on-1 through the neutral zone. Really no chance for the Buffaloes there. First shot by the Wildcat, deflected off Cerullo. Kyle Wade finished it off. Makes it 3-1.
Leads the team in points. Just adding to his total on the season, as well as adding on to this Arizona lead as they are now up 3-1 with 12:10 left here in the second period. Matthew Holt with the puck behind his own net. So 3 guys on the forecheck as that's past the near side to a Wildcat. Makes a little move. An errant pass there would have had another opportunity to score, and a turnover by the Buffs in the defensive zone. A shot, centering pass, no. Just wide of an outstretched stick, and another great opportunity there for Arizona as they had a couple guys in front of the net, just not able to locate the puck. Buffalo still fighting for it, trying to get something going, trying to get some shots on net, which we have not seen a lot here in the second period. This is played by Churro and covered up as Carter was there if he hadn't. 11:20 left here in the second period. Wildcats up 3-1 on the Buffaloes.
Yeah, James, this is kind of what we expected. This is an Arizona team with 25 goals in 6 games. That's just over 4 goals a game, so high-scoring game is definitely imminent here.
And the key so far to a couple of their goals. Adams shoots that just wide left of the net. Carter plays it out in front of the net off Japlin's chest. That's Doyle. Doyle to Hole. Hole tries to center it to Jablin, who's in front of the net. Alex will get this. Puts a shot on goal. Rebound. And a great save by Churros. It goes off his diving glove as he was diving to the ground. Able to get all the way across the net. And a great save as Jablin has another opportunity here. Shot blocked again as the Wildcats are able to get this into the neutral zone finally. And that is what the Buffs needed, as there will be an icing called there.
Anthony Ciro's definitely been taking yoga, James. That was an incredible save there. The flexibility, the reflexes, absolutely unbelievable.
A great save there, and able to keep their 2-goal lead intact. 10:40 left here in the second period. Just about halfway through this game, as that's an attempted shot on goal by Callion. Goes wide left, it was deflected off the stick. Sella now trips as he's trying to take away the puck. Wildcats have the puck again. Another great opportunity. Shot goes wide right. So Rulo was on the ground. This is played up, an attempted shot on goal. Glove save made by Cerullo. And the Wildcats will be able to make a line change finally after that icing call.
Thought a Buffalo was tripped there, but I guess not.
I think he just tripped on the ice, maybe. Kinsella trying to fight for the puck on the near side boards in his defensive end. So it's Kinsella now with the puck. Has a long pass. Attempted for Patava, misses his stick. Just a little bit past. Just a little bit wide of his stick there, and that'll be another icing. 10 minutes left here in the second period. Mitchell on the faceoff for the Buffs, who will have to switch out his teammate Gregory. This is Westland taking the faceoff for the Wildcats. He's not able to win. That's Mitchell, who runs into his own teammate Kinsella there. The Buffs will finally get in. That's Gregory bringing it near side into the offensive zone. Behind the bat. Net puts on the brakes. It's Callion up top. Goes past the stick of Mitchell. Played behind the net by Patava. Gregory has it, fighting for it with the defender. And that was number 8 for the Wildcats, Camden Armstrong, who was able to dump that into the Buffaloes' defensive end. As it looked like there were too many men on the ice there for the Wildcats. They won't call that. The rest being pretty lenient there. How much space they're giving the Wildcats to make changes. Cerullo wanted a call there. Behind the net. Jones has it for the Wildcats. Tries to play it up to his teammate. That will be another icing call, as all of a sudden the game has kind of come to a halt here after an exciting first 8.5 minutes of this period, starting to slow down now.
Yeah, it's really getting sloppy. I think that's 3 icings in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So,
call up on the face-off now, as well as Max Meyer. Wildcats will win that face-off, and that's a pass to no one. The icing will not be called here, waved off by the ref, as the Wildcats have an opportunity here. And another sloppy turnover by the Buffaloes and their own defensive end, as Sullivan just tries to get this into neutral ice, and he does. It's just played along the far side and now behind the net for the Wildcats. Wade leading the team at points now. Jacoby fighting for the puck behind the net with Wade. McAuliffe's there, and that's 22, Jack Dickinson, who scored one of the Wildcats' goals up to this point. He wins it, tries to center it. To no avail, as number 28 for the Buffaloes was there. That was Newhouse. It's Rowe who tries to center the puck, but went off the stick of Sullivan behind the net. Now that's Robinson vying for the puck with an offensive Wildcat, and just high on that shot for the Wildcats. As the Buffaloes are still trying to get this out of their own end and trying to clear this puck. Still, Robinson has it behind his net. Jacoby now with the puck, finally able to get it out of their defensive end. Kobe bringing it up, sends it into the offensive zone as that's played. It's Hansen now with the puck, trying to make a little move. As another Buffalo comes in, knocks it to hole on the near side. That's Hansen again. Hansen tries to center it. No one was there though, as Adams has it at mid-ice. Put a shot on goal, gloved, taken over by the Wildcats. Ciro, I believe, passes it up to his teammate. That was Manny Rowe. Brought it into the offensive zone, and we will get a stoppage in play. Ref signaling for a power play. That might have been cross-checking on Hull. But whatever the case is, the Wildcats will have a 5-on-4 with 6:40 left in the second period, already up 2 goals.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Buffaloes. Wildcats could make it 4-1 on this power play. We'll see if they capitalize on this 2-minute minor.
Carter and Marshall on the face-off for their respective teams. Marshall will win it, get back to his teammate, far side, bring it up, pass it back, far side board, centering pass, deflected out of play. I believe that was Doyle. It may have been Callion on the deflection though. There's still a minute 52 left on this minor power play. Arizona wins that again. Far side along the boards. Past the outstretched stick of Marshall. Hit along the boards. It's Callion on the hit. Centering pass. And it's shot on goal. Rebound. Squirts free. Doyle is able to knock that to the backside of the net, behind the net, as it was originally right out in front of it. Wildcats bring this up. Minute 15 left on this power play. It's center ice. Dumps it in. That's Callion for the Buffs, trying to clear it. Isn't able to do so. Jablin tries to hit a player. They will both be knocked down. This is played by the Wildcats, able to keep it in the zone. Tried to get out was Jacoby, and he's able to. 5:35 left here in the second period. There's another 3-1 on a power play now with an opportunity. Pass back to the far side, but his teammate wasn't ready. That was Marshall who wasn't ready for the pass there. This is now the other Marshall who brings it up. Behind the net for the Wildcats, intercepted by a Buffalo, able to be kept in the offensive zone for the Wildcats, but then cleared down the ice by a Buffalo. That was number 20 for them, Jacoby, Benzion Jacoby. So the Wildcats bring this up. It's Justin Dungy who brings it into Buffalo territory, gets a shot on net from a weird angle, and Cerullo is able to find it and cover it up.
Power play about to be over here for the Wildcats. The two Bens got in a little fight in front of the Wildcats bench. That's Ben Hull and Ben Jones. Buffalo's thankful that the Wildcats didn't capitalize on this power play.
4:43 left here in the period. 3 seconds left on this power play. Mitchell wins the face-off, but the Wildcats were able to get a shot on goal there.
Yeah, almost the announcer's jinx there. They almost scored right as I said they wouldn't capitalize.
Joey Trapp on the shot. So really able to cover it up. The power play is over. Mitchell on the faceoff loses it to a Wildcats that's played up top. A pass wrapped around the boards behind the net, then played by Arizona as Hull now gets it, brings it up into neutral zone, past center ice, gets it into the offensive zones. It's played along the boards by him and a couple other defenders. Gregory passes it to Patova. Patova attempted centering pass. Bounced off a defender though. So this is Hull up top, far side. Adams, the captain, shoots off the leg pads of Suero. Up top again, Adams able to keep it in the zone. Hull now shot. Attempted shot through the 5-hole, almost got through. There's a little bit of extracurricular activity here between Mitchell and I believe that was Ben Fury for the Wildcats.
That was a great shot from Hull from the point. Almost had a little scuffle there with Kinsella and Benefury. Nothing came of it though.
In other Colorado hockey news, the Avs beat the Sabres 6-1 today. Patova on the faceoff for the Buffs, loses it, but will put himself centering pass. As this is now Adams up top, looking for a lane to shoot. Isn't able to find one, but then tries to center it to his teammate Patova. Pull up top now, makes a little move on defender, and a misplayed puck. That was Mitchell who tried to play us. There's 3.5 minutes left here in the second period. Wildcats with an opportunity here, but they will call it offside.
Filthy move by Hull there at the top of the point, but nothing came of it, unfortunately, for the Buffaloes. Really still looking for a breakthrough here, down 3-1.
He deked out Anthony Cusinelli. Then just missed the pass to Mitchell. Patova will try and gain possession of this puck. Wildcats now bringing it in, centering pass way wide right of the net, way wide right of any offensive player. Just play along the boards by Marshall. Marshall looking for a centering pass, and it goes in! That is tipped in by the captain for the Wildcats, Anthony Cusinelli. And I believe the original shot was blocked away by Cerullo, but it tips up, and the Buffaloes defender who was there was not able to find it. Cusinelli was able to find it though, put it into the back of the net, and make this a 4-1 game here with 3:12 left in the second period.
Kind of looked like an own goal there from Kinsella, James. Couldn't really get a good angle on it, though. He looked real distraught after it went in, though.
He did. He's still on the ice now as Kinsella has tried to pass it to his teammate Sullivan. And another puck out in front of the Buffalo's net. Centering pass went off the skate instead of the stick of a Wildcats. Kinsella now brings it into the offensive zone. Tipped away as it was an attempted pass for Sullivan. McAuliffe now will just dump it into the Wildcats defensive end. Now behind the net, Trunko on the forecheck along with McAuliffe. Wildcats bringing this up. Trunko not able to take it away in the offensive zone. And a great opportunity here, and it's a goal! Number 25, Trey Decker, just added to this already big Arizona Wildcat lead. And what you saw there was the Buffs had a heavy forecheck there, and it cost them as the Wildcats were able to have a little one-on-one there. And then Trey Decker was able to put that puck in the back of the net.
Unbelievable offensive display here from the Wildcats. That's 5 goals in 2 periods now.
2:20 left here in the second period. Arizona has a 5-1 lead over Colorado. They've seen their lead grow tremendously here in the second period as they have scored 3 goals. They will take this. They will have this puck in their defensive end. Laid behind their own net. Big hit by Buffalo as Kinsella will play this. Now Jacoby passed into the offensive zone. Jacoby's chasing it along with a Wildcat. Jacoby gets it. Fighting for it with a couple of defenders. Hansen's also back there. Attempted centering pass to Newhouse. Isn't able to be completed though. Now that's Newhouse on the far side. That's actually Hansen and number 28's Kyle Cadeau. So I got my players mixed up there. Pardon me. Hansen attempts to go for that puck. It's Robinson now. His teammate tries to pass it to Hansen, Cadeau. Not able to as Javelin's on the forecheck here with 1:05 seconds left. Second period. Chased by Adams and number 22 for the Wildcats. That was Jack Dickinson who has a goal played along the near side. That's Carter into the offensive zone. Javelin will get to this puck first. Squirted out. Carter now behind the net. Carter got tripped up there by, I think, his own skates and loses the puck. As the Wildcats have another opportunity to score, that will be tipped up in the air off of Adams' stick. Played by Carter on the near side. 33 seconds now left to Javelin into the offensive zone. Far side now. Behind the net, this is Carter. Carter taking his time. 23 seconds now. Hole up top. Shoots and wide right. A good opportunity there. Javelin gets the puck back. Down low, that's Doyle. Doyle shoots again off the side of the net. 12 seconds now, shot by Adams. Just goes wide left, Javelin gets the puck back. 7 now, attempted centering pass to Doyle. Not completed. So Wildcats will take over here with the puck, and that will end the first period as the Wildcats scored 3 goals. They're now up 5-1 alongside Connor Bonfolio. I'm James Margulis, and it's 5-1 Arizona. We will be back for the third period of action in just 15 minutes. Stick with us. We are back here on Buff Sports Live for a third period of action on this Thursday night game here at the CU Rec Center. The Wildcats started the first period off a little bit rough as they gave up an early goal, but were able to score 2 more in the period, making it 2-1. But in the second period, it was all Arizona as they were able to put 3 goals on the board and take a commanding 5-1 lead.
Yeah, James, that's 30 goals now for the Wildcats in their last 7 games, and this game isn't even concluded yet. So we kind of knew this was going to be a high-scoring affair. The Wildcats clearly with some offensive firepower. We'll see how the Buffaloes respond in this final period.
And the Buffaloes offense needs to pick up as the goalie Cerullo can't save them in every game, as their previous game last Saturday went into shootout, only allowing 1 goal, but unfortunately for the Buffs, they were only able to score 1 goal. Ended up losing that in shootout. This is Jablin now. Calligan on the near side just dumps it in. The offensive zone, Kinsella will get it. Kinsella to Carter behind the net, along the boards. Arizona takes over here. And they will be able to clear it out of their own zone. And that will be icing. Only 40 seconds into this third period, and there was a stretch last period where we saw a lot of icing for both teams.
That's right, James. We saw 3 or 4 icings in a row, so this isn't the way we wanted to see the final period start. But
I actually didn't see what happened, but
yeah, it looks like we're getting a penalty on Buffalo's number 14, Luke Carter.
Oh, that's actually Luke Carter, the captain. There'll be a minor penalty there. No signal was given by the refs as to what it was. As this played behind the net, that's Adams there along with the Wildcat. The near side now. That's to Rowe. Rowe to his teammate. A shot goes off of a stick, deflects off the backboards. The Wildcats will get it back though. And that's misplayed by Hull. Centering pass. And a great save by Cerullo. And then knocked away by Matt Adams. Here with 1:20 left in this power play. And right now the Buffaloes are still realistically in this game, but another goal would pretty much ice it, as that's another shot tipped out of play. 4 goals in 1 period is not impossible, and we've seen it happen to the Buffs a few times, especially last year. So this game is still within reach, but if the Wildcats are able to score here on this power play with 1:08 left, they would probably ice this game.
Yeah, you're right, James. I was just going to agree with you there. I think if they score on this power play with 1 minute left, it'll effectively end the game.
So this is play up top by Wildcat defender. Along on the near side, centered. Shot off the chest pad of Cerullo, and he's able to cover it up. And there were a lot of bodies in front of that net. As Wildcat, I believe that was Josh Larson, who's slow getting up, taking his time. Jablin wins the faceoff for the Buffaloes. Robinson plays it and clears it out of the defensive zone. Goes on net, played by Suero. Pass it to teammate Jablin on the forecheck along with Doyle. Wildcats trying to get this out of their defensive zone, costing them a good chunk of time here on this power play. So there's now only 30 seconds left. A good forecheck there by the Buffs. So they will make a line change. It's Patova trying to take it away, as this is now Jacoby. Gets hit hard along the near side board. And Mitchell will take over the puck as he gets it out of his defensive zone and clears it down the ice with now only 5 seconds left on the power play. 17:22 left in this final period here at the CU Rec Center, as Rowe plays it to his teammate along the far side. Play to another Wildcat now behind the boards. Kinsella will get it. The centering pass by the Wildcats, but Mitchell's stick was there to break that one up. Rowe keeps it in. The offensive zone for the Wildcats. A shot on net. Glove save made by Cerullo.
Great shot there by Christopher Westland and the Wildcats. Even better glove save by Cerullo. Really trying to stop the bleeding here.
A little bit of chirping going on right behind Cerullo in his net. Arizona is up 5-1 here with just under 17 minutes left in the third period. Mitchell will take the face-off for the Buffaloes. James for the Wildcats. Mitchell wins it. Kinsella gets the puck, passes it to Callion. Callion a stretch pass to Gregory. It was a shorter stretch pass, but stretch pass nonetheless as Kinsella now gets it again as the Buffs had to regroup there. Callion on the far side is able to get the puck into offensive zone as Gregory's there on the forecheck, and a missed pass by a Wildcat. That was an attempted centering pass by Callion. Kinsella will take this back, tries to pass it to Mitchell. Wildcats will take over across mid-ice into the offensive zone. Missed shot there, attempted to shoot it, didn't even hit the puck on the shot as Gregory now brings this in. Suro will cover that puck up. Up 5-1, don't wanting to make this a potential 3-goal game.
Yeah, Reed Gregory there tried to deke the entire team through the attacking zone, but wasn't able to get past the goalie.
Califf on the faceoff for the Buffaloes. It's Bailey Marshall on the faceoff for the Wildcats. Marshall wins it to his teammate behind the net. This is played up along the boards. That was Justin Dungy, but they will have to retreat here. Behind the net now. Bringing it up to the neutral zones, but Califf tripped. Adams trips now too as Hull is fighting for it. Just passes it to the stick of a defender, and a great opportunity here. It is made by Cerullo, and they will blow the play dead. And the puck was still loose in front of the net. It was in the goal crease, and Cerullo was not anywhere near it.
Looked dangerous on Cerullo there. He could have gotten hurt on that play.
Do you know why they blew that play dead?
Wasn't sure. Maybe it looks like potential. I think they blew it dead because Cerullo was shaken up for sure. The ref came to console him, but no penalties or anything.
Shot on goal gets deflected, but blocked away by Cerullo. And he did have that covered up for a brief second, it appeared. The refs with a pretty quick whistle there as Trunco brings us into the offensive zone. Pass to Sullivan. McAuliffe now. It's blocked away by defender. Trunco out in front, an attempted shot, but off the chest pad of Juro. Hull keeping it in the offensive zone. McAuliffe fighting for it. This play will be blown dead. I believe we'll have a penalty here. That will be a penalty. Wildcats, Ben Jones. That'll be a 2-minute minor here with just over 15 minutes left in the third period. Maybe an opportunity for the Buffs to get this game back within reaching distance here, down 4 goals. That's Doyle now behind the net. To Kinsella. Kinsella winds up for a shot. Gets blocked away by the Wildcats' Max Myers. They will have to retreat. Kinsella to Jablin. Jablin bringing it in. Tries to pass it to Doyle, but then will get knocked down hard. As Callion does a great job keeping this puck in the offensive zone. Doyle now wrapping it around behind the net. That's a hold. No, that is Carter. To Carter, Kinsella. Callion looking for a lane to shoot. He does. Bouncing shot, able to blocked away by Juro. Kinsella up top now. 1:10 left in the power play. That's Doyle to Carter. Carter down low, but mishandled. Carter will retain possession to Jablin behind the boards. Jablin making a little move. Centering pass, but Carter will not be able to get a clean shot off. that'll be stopped by Churro. I didn't quite see what happened there.
It was a great pass by Doyle across the crease in front. Carter just couldn't convert, I think. Ciro's really stepped this game up for the Wildcats here. The clamps are on.
Was that Carter on the shot, you said?
It was,
If he was able to lift that puck up 6 inches maybe, I think it would have been in the back of the net, as there's now under a minute left in this power play.
Absolutely.
14 minutes left in this final period of play. Arizona up 5-1, taking a commanding lead after a 3-goal second period. As Adams will keep this in the offensive zone. Gregory will misplay, but Adams saves him there as he gets the puck back. An attempted centering pass by Mitchell, and it will get tipped away. Mitchell will try and get it back. That's now Gregory who gets the puck, looking for a lane to pass it to Hull across the ice. Adams now down low. That's Mitchell. Mitchell to Hull. Hull looking for a lane to shoot. He does, but it's blocked away. Hull will get the puck back, looking for another lane to shoot, wrapping around the far end. And he shoots, and it's off the chest pad. And that will be a penalty there as Mitchell was pushed down there.
Buffaloes are going to get a 5-on-3 for about 23 seconds here, James.
And like we always said last year with Jake Shapiro, who I believe is tuning in tonight, if you don't convert on a 5-on-3, then you don't deserve to win the game. So a big opportunity for the Buffaloes as they look to get back into this game. Javelin taking the face off for the Buffaloes. That's Westland for the Arizona Wildcats. Javelin wins that. That's Callion. Callion to Kinsella. Back to Callion. Looking to shoot. Down low. That's Doyle. Winds up. Kinsella tipped out in front by a couple of sticks, but no good. Just wide. Javelin now had it. Carter. Javelin now fighting for it. Back to Carter. Still trying to get possession of it. Kinsella winds up in a one-timer, but a great glove save by Churro. And that will be the end of the 5-on-3, and there's only a minute 35 remaining left in this 5-on-4 for the Buffs.
Kinsella had a screamer there from the left point, but Ciro, once again, with the glove save. The clamps are certainly on for him in the third period.
He has looked good throughout the game so far. Holding up strong here in altitude in the third period. Does have a comfortable 5-1 lead as Gregory loses this face-off. Potova will get out front as Adams will keep this in the offensive zone. Wrapped around, Potova now behind the net, passes it to Gregory. Gregory to Adams. Adams near side, Hull. Hull looking for a lane to shoot. He does. Gets tipped wide out in front of the net, and that is covered up by Churro. And a dangerous play there is the original shot missed the net, but it bounced off the boards and squirted back out in front.
James Hull with another shot from the left point that Mitchell almost redirected in front of Ciro, but again, saved it. Clamps continue to stay on.
.45 left here in the third period. Wildcats with a comfortable 5-1 lead as Hull has it now. Hull bringing it around, tries to center it, isn't able to. Potova now with the puck, down low to Gregory. Gregory to Potova. Gregory now with the puck, trying to keep it offensive zone. 50 seconds now left on this power play. Hull looking to shoot, looking to find a centering pass as Adams is tripped up here. Hull still has the puck, but he loses it to a Wildcat defender. That was Bailey Marshalls. He now brings it up, and a great job by Adams to get his stick down. Now 30 seconds left on the power play. This is Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Potova, but it's redirected by a Wildcat defender. I believe that was number 11, Bailey Marshall now. Wildcats lose the puck now. 14, 13, 12 seconds now left on this power play for the Buffs. Cadeau gets hit hard. Robinson tries to play it up to Hansen with 5 seconds now left on this power play. Hansen tripped. The Wildcats will take over here. Power play's up. 11:35 left here in the third period as they have a 3-on-2. It's a shot on goal, but Cirillo will cover it up after a couple of incoming Wildcat players.
Got a little chippy there, James. I thought Brendan Hansen got tripped on the near side behind the goalie, but apparently not.
No call was made here with 11.5 minutes left in the third period. Buffaloes win that face-off. Kinsella now bringing it up on the near side. Tries to shoot it on goal, but it will be tipped and go into the netting behind the goal and up above the boards.
I think if the goal was 3 times as high as it is, that would have gone in, but sadly it's not.
That's what the Buffs need right now, a 3-foot-high goal, as their offense has not been able to produce much for them here in this past week or so. Scored 1 goal in last week's final game of the homestand. Only have 1 goal tonight so far. Story tonight has not been finished though. So if the Buffs could string together a couple of goals, they could be right back in this game. Face off in the Buffalo's defensive zone. Hansen will be on the face-off for the Buffs. Meyer on the face-off for the Wildcats. Hansen wins that. Will be played by a Wildcat though, able to keep it in. Offensive zone as that shot or center pass goes wide left to the net. This is brought in. Centering pass, no one was there. Hansen gets hit hard, shaken up a little bit. Buffaloes get this puck now back. Attempted pass. Hansen is not able to be completed as Hansen tries to center it. Callion wasn't there in time. That was a centering pass here to Hansen. No good. That was actually Cadeau who was centered to. So able to keep this puck in the zone. And then it squirted up here, and Wildcats player had trouble finding that puck as it was on his back there for a second. That was the captain for them, Poway. That is actually not the captain. Is leading the team in points and has that goal tonight. As we'll get a stoppage in play. I believe that was offside there by the Buffaloes.
James, Buffaloes really need to get something going here. Still down 5-1 with just over 10 minutes left in the final period. Really need to see an offensive firepower attack if they want to get back into this game.
And they've minimized, or at least reduced, the mistakes and turnovers since the third period. That'll be icing with 10 minutes left here in the final period, but they have not been able to get anything going on offense. And after a very sloppy second period by the Buffaloes, the fire-powered Wildcats, game is kind of slowed down here as Buffaloes look a little bit out of gas. Shot on goal goes wide by Trunco. It was tipped by Sullivan. McAuliffe out in front, tries to get it to his teammate. That was Trunco. Adams now with it. Sends that behind the net, along to the far side board. That's Hull now, he tries to play, but will lose it to a Wildcat. Now tries to pass it to Trunco. McAuliffe wraps that around the boards, but will be stopped by Arizona's goalie, who has put up a great night in net. Stopped all but one of the shots for the Buffs, and that was in the first 3 minutes of the game. So since that, I believe that was 17:38 where the Buffaloes scored in the first period, he has been locked down. Sullivan now dumps this into the Wildcats defensive end. Basiro will come up and glove that, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Play behind the net now. Javelin on the forecheck, just trying to get out of the offensive zone. A great chance here for Carter, and it's off the leg pad of Sturo. And now we'll go out of the offensive end as Robinson is chasing. They will call an icing. Thank you. The women's hockey team has a couple games next week, one at 10 a.m. on Friday. We'll be broadcasting that game here, along with an 8 p.m. game next Friday. It's that shot, but Swallowed up by Sturo and goal. The reason we bring them up is they always run a little concession stand. Popcorn, cookies, hot chocolate here at the rec center, and inside this little arena they have here, it gets quite chilly, so hot chocolate's always a treat as that shot goes wide right of the goal. Behind the net now along the four far boards. It's cleared out of the end by the Wildcats. Javelin now has it into the offensive zone. Puck squirts out as Robinson has that. Passes it to Callion. That was Jacoby. Pardon me. Carter now with it, the captain of this Buffaloes team. 8 minutes left, down 5-1 in the final period. Javelin, Carter fighting for it along with a couple of Wildcats defenders. Looks like it squirts free, and it does as Javelin gets it. Javelin bringing around the far boards, looking for a teammate to pass it to, but he's never able to get a real good hold of that puck in front of the net, but no one was there. So Buffs make a change. Javelin comes out, Potava comes in. Chasing this is Potava now, and he will get the puck. Passes it to Doyle. Doyle to Potava. That's actually Jacoby. And that will be an icing here, I believe, with 7:22 left here in the third period.
It was icing, in fact, James. You know, we've really seen some sloppy play from the Buffaloes. Since they scored the first goal of the game, it's been all Wildcats here. And it doesn't look like it's going to change at all. It looks like it's just going to continue to be Wildcats through the entirety of this game.
So I'm not good at math, but they scored within the first 3 minutes of the game. 20 minutes in the second period and almost 13 minutes in the third period now has been Wildcats. That's a pass up to Mitchell, played by the Wildcats goalie. It's hit out of play. Blasting some music here, trying to get the fans into the game as they have been silented for most of this game, as we've talked about. Buffaloes really haven't had any momentum here. Adams passes it to Robinson. Robinson just played into the Wildcats' end, and that's another icing and another stoppage in play with 6. Mitchell will take the face-off for the Buffaloes. That's Charlie James on the face-off for the Wildcats. So it looked like he won it, but Potava was able to come around and get it. Played on the far side by Adams, tries to get it to Potava. They will say he kept that in. I'm not so sure about that call. It won't matter, though. Buffaloes will get this puck back. Adams tries to pass it to Gregory, but Rowe will play that in the neutral zone. Cole now has it. Passes it along the far boards to Adams, who tries to play it to a teammate that's non-existent. So there was no one there. Out in front of the net, a shot and a great save by Cirillo. And originally it looked like there was a rebound, but was covered up in a little bit of extracurricular activity here now.
Well, James, as they say, Charlie James wanted to smoke. He took his helmet off, took his gloves off, and he was ready to scrap, but the refs got in the way of it.
.602 left in this game. That, of course, is if the Buffaloes aren't able to put 4 goals on the board in 6 minutes. So that's Adams who goes to the bench for the Buffaloes, as he was involved in a little scuffle. And they will actually call this 2-minute minors, so we'll get some 4-on-4 hockey. It's Charlie James and Matt Adams go to the bench for the respective teams. So Kinsella now has on the far board, bringing it into the neutral zone across mid-ice. Plays it along the far boards, trying to wrap it around to a teammate. Callion's able to keep that in the offensive zone. Kinsella on the far side shoots, and a glove save. Nothing too much going on there as Zuro was able to cover that up and make a nice little glove save there. Adams was excuse me, that was Doyle. Adams is still in the box, minute and a half left on a 4-on-4 hockey. Squared into neutral ice, played by Callion in his defensive zone. Kinsella now gets it. Pass that went off the boards. Kinsella, neutral ice, gets poked away. Would have been a good opportunity for Arizona to score, but they're playing pretty conservative now with this big lead as Callion's out in front, tipped up. That's a goal! Callion wrapping it around. It looked like he got a little bit of air on it. It just got tipped up and somehow found the back of the net.
James, that was a spark that the Buffaloes were looking for. A little late in the third period, but it is 5-2, so they're in better chances than when it was 5-1.
We get a 3-goal lead now here for the Wildcats. They're up 5-2, 5:11 left in the third period. Still have over a minute of 4-on-4 hockey. And whether that's for the Wildcats or the Buffaloes, 4-on-4 hockey normally means more scoring. Cole now has it, and a terrible pass there. Lucky nothing happens to this. Jacoby plays this up to his teammate. That's Newhouse, who we have not seen any of today. This is Newhouse's first time in the game. Newhouse now has it to Hull. Hull back to Newhouse, but we'll just get past this second, as we have seen before. The Wildcats with an opportunity here, almost through the 5-hole, but Cerullo is able to close his legs and cover that one up. 4:38 left in the final period of this game. 36 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey.
Yeah, Newhouse there with a sloppy turnover, and Oyek had a one-on-one with Newhouse defending and almost 5-holed Cerullo, but wasn't able to convert.
To Jacoby, who has the puck now. Jacoby tries to pass it to Newhouse, or at least get it out of his defensive zone, and he will, as the Arizona has another opportunity covered up by Cerullo. And one person we have not mentioned today, not on the ice, but our cameraman who's done a great job, Chase Howell, was our color announcer last week, did play-by-play on Friday. He's doing an excellent job, and we expect to see him on the broadcast for the post-game. Newhouse brings us into the offensive zone. Kinsella now with it. Newhouse looking for a lane to pass it, trying to center it. Now Kinsella has it, but loses the puck. Jablin gets it back at center ice. 4-on-4 Hawkins now up. Shot deflected high. Goes way up into that back netting.
Jablin with a nice move coming through mid-ice, shooting from the left slot. If it hadn't been deflected, it could have been top cheddar, but it was about 10 feet high. So looks like we're going to have a face-off in the Buffalo offensive zone.
Robinson now tries to shoot this on goal, deflected. He gets it back, another shot. He winds up and deflected back into the netting. The deflection there made by Max Meyer. Robinson with a couple of hard shots there.
Another deflection from a shot on the point from Robinson. Wildcat defense has been strong all night since giving up that first goal of the game. And, of course, the second goal late in the third period.
Arizona wins that faceoff. 3:45 left in the final period of play as Robinson's able to keep that in the offensive zone. Arizona is up 5-2. As they bring this into Buffalo's end, and a great little move made by a Wildcat player as he was able to get past Robinson on the near side board. Robinson with an attempted stretch pass to his teammate. That's Nathaniel Cepeda. This is Hansen now behind the net on the near side board. Tries to make a long centering pass to his teammate. And Arizona could have had a little breakaway there if that last attempted pass wasn't tipped up into the netting right by the bench of the Wildcats.
That's right. On the previous possession, too, for the Wildcats, Jacob Dickinson nearly hurdled Nathaniel Cepeda on the near side boards. Really impressive display of skating there. Looks like we're going to have another
I believe that's a timeout.
Timeout.
And we'll be right back with that rest of the third period and our post-game report, so stay tuned. We are back here as the Wildcats have a 2-on-0 breakaway and a great save by Cerullo there. And that is something that we have seen a lot of from him, although he has allowed 5 goals today. He's had to play with some pretty bad Buffalo's defense, and we saw a lot of that last weekend.
Yeah, incredible save by Cerullo there.
Yes, a 10-star save. And with 3 minutes left in this game, Buffalo still down 3 goals. It still keeps this game possible to win, possible to come back. Still keeps it within the realm of possibility for the Buffaloes as Adams placed this behind his own net. Wildcats get here, attempted centering pass gets tipped away by Buffalo's defender. Sullivan now dumps this into the offensive zone as Trunco will chase it. Play along the near side board. McAuliffe, haven't seen him on the ice in a few shifts. 2.5 minutes left here in the third period. And the ref will call that dead as the puck went out of play.
Yeah, Buffalo defense really just not getting it done. Another sloppy turnover on the previous possession. And the Buffalo defense left Dickinson wide open in the slot, but he wasn't able to get his stick on the puck, so they couldn't convert. Remains 5-2 Wildcats.
So Mitchell will take the faceoff along with James. Mitchell wins that. Adams has it, passes to the far side. That's whole shot blocked away by James and Gregory, I believe. It's fought for on the far side. Mitchell fighting for it, but eventually loses it as Hull's able to keep this in the offensive zone. 2 minutes now left in the game. Centering pass, no good, but it finds Adams. Shot on goal, blocked away. They will not call tripping there. Opportunity for the Wildcats, just whiffed on the shot there. Mitchell now bringing it up on the near boards, cross center ice into the offensive zone. Mitchell there with Patava. Patava to Gregory, but Gregory loses it. Adams up top. Down to Patava. Patava back to Adams. Adams winds up and shoots, but it was wide left all the way. Hull will keep this in the zone. And that is blocked away. Minute 15 left in the third period. Down 5-2 are the Buffaloes, and it looks like they are going to keep Cerullo in net. As they are down 3 goals, and that will be an icing with just over 60 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, James, 2 possessions ago for the Wildcats, Keelan Oyek had what we call a 90-cent move, 10-cent finish. He came through mid-ice, crossed the blue line with a disgusting deke, but then completely whiffed on the shot. So
Disgusting is right as Jablin loses this face-off to Wildcat as there's now 60 seconds remaining. This third period of play. It's played behind the net. Doyle on the forecheck. With Jablin. Robinson intercepts it. Jablin now to his teammate Carter. Shot, no one can find it, especially the goalie who now loses his second. Another shot. It's blocked away here as Robinson, it's Hansen actually, will get it back. Puts it into neutral ice. Carter now with it, 25 seconds. Tries to get a shot on goal, but deflected away, but that was 21 to win Langlar. 15 seconds left in the final period of play. And we will be back here tomorrow with more Buffaloes hockey as Robinson tries to get this on net. 3-2, now 1 second left as the Wildcats will win 5-2. Stay tuned for our post-game interview with our player of the game. Here's Chase and Connor with the post-game report.
Welcome into the Buff Sports Live post-game report. I'm your host, Chase Howell, alongside Connor Bonfilio. Connor, 5-2 hockey game. Just give me your overall impressions of the Buffs tonight.
You know, I'm going to have to go with C-. So they started off with the first goal, made it 1-0, and we were thinking, okay, Buffaloes are coming out hot. Could be a tough game for Arizona. That was not the case. After that goal, they scored 5 straight, I believe. It was all Arizona. Really sloppy play defensively from the Buffaloes. Lots of turnovers. Really not what we were expecting after seeing that first goal. Buffaloes were able to get a second one late in the third period, but really poor defensive effort in my opinion.
So the Buffaloes fall to 1-5-2 on the year. What do you think they have to do in order to kind of turn this ship around?
I think it's going to start with the defense. I think getting stops defensively, putting bodies on guys is really what they need to focus on. Multiple times in the Arizona attacking zone, guys were wide open. They're making sloppy passes, and the Wildcats were able to convert. They now have 30 goals in 7 games, so this is a high-powered offensive team, and the Buffaloes are definitely going to see other teams that are just as high-powered, so they're going to have to turn it around defensively.
Yeah, Arizona looked like a bigger and stronger hockey team tonight. Buffs just couldn't handle it. They're going to have to find a way to get a little bit more physical. They have the speed, but just can't handle the strength right now. So we're going to turn it to James Margulies, who has the player of the game.
I am here with the Arizona Wildcats starting goalie, who you played absolutely great today. You didn't allow a shot for almost 45 minutes of play. How does it feel to get this victory for your team?
It feels good. We had a long trip today. We flew out this morning. It just felt good to keep it simple, get a good win on the road.
And for all sports here in Colorado, the altitude is talked about a lot. Did you notice a difference?
Yeah, you can definitely tell a difference, especially from Arizona. And it's a lot harder to breathe out here, but we got to adjust and come back tomorrow.
And what adjustments do you think you will make after this game, and even though you did play amazing?
Rebound control is my biggest thing tonight. I didn't think I was consistent with rebound control, so tomorrow, it's rebound control is going to be my biggest thing.
All right, thank you and congratulations. Go enjoy this victory with your team. I'm James Margulies, and from us here at the CU Rec Center and at Buff Sports Live, I'm James Margulies signing off as the Arizona Wildcats beat the Buffaloes by a score of 5-2.